Okay? So, punta tayo sa centroid. So, bago tayo magsimula sa centroid, let us first define what do we mean by centroid. So, centroid also known siya as the center of gravity. O kaya, for an for an specific area on that certain point or on that certain point, meaning mayroon tayong balance. 'Di ba, for example, pag nag-flip tayo ng bottle, 'di ba yung bottle may kaunti siyang yung bottle natin may kaunting tubig. And when we flip that bottle, so kailangan tama yung tansya natin para yung center of gravity of that water inside that bottle will remain in balance. Will remain balanced. Para pag flip natin, tatayo pa din yung bottle natin. So dito papasok yung usapan natin about centroid. So when we say centroid, it is the position or kung nasaan yung center of gravity ng bagay natin. For example, we have a certain shape na square. For example, square. So alam natin na yung center of gravity ng square na yan, syempre nasa gitna. With a side A, for example, side A, since square yan, both sides are equal. So, di ba, yung location ng centroid natin dito, along X bar, that is equal to A over 2. And yung location naman ng Y bar natin, that is also A over 2. So, kung kukunin natin yung coefficient nito, in terms of X and Y, so pag may bar, meaning yan yung coefficient ng centroid natin, yung point na yan. So, yung coefficient niya is bar X and bar Y. So, meaning yung centroid natin. So, di ba, madali lang kunin kapag ka yung area natin is definite. Another concept ng centroid is if our area is T-shape. For example, letter T yung shape ng area natin. So, probably, ang gagawin natin dito, mag-isip tayo, nandito yung centroid niya. Pero medyo mahirap yung magiging approach natin. So, what we will do here is to divide this into several parts. For example, itong nandito sa taas is a part. And itong nandito sa baba is also another part. And itong nandito sa taas, may location din siya ng centroid. Kasi diba this is a rectangular. Tapos ito naman sa baba is also a rectangular. So ito, for example, if this is our area 1, yung kulay orange. If this is our area 1, and yung kulay blue natin is our area 2. And ito, along X and Y. So ito yung location natin along Y. Tapos yung nandito naman sa part na to, ay na-erase. Wait. So yun nandito sa part na to is yung location naman ng centroid natin along X. So same with this one. So ito yung location of centroid natin along X ng area 1. And then ito naman yung location natin mula dito hanggang dito. Yung location ng centroid natin ng area 1 along Y. So yung distance na yan. So kung kukunin natin yan, by principle, so kung kukunin natin yung pinaka-position nito, bar X and bar Y. So by principle, ang ginagawa dyan is yung kukunin yung total area niyan. So yung total area times bar X. So that is just simply yung area nito, total area ng kulay black natin or yung T-shape, yung T na shape natin times yung location ng centroid. That is just equal to the summation ng area, yung area 1 times yung bar X dun sa area 1 plus area 2 times bar X nung area 2 and so on and so forth. For example, may another certain area dito, idadagdag lang natin yan dito. So now, simply summing up this, so by summation, makukuha natin yung a bar x is equals to yung area, yung summation ng total area tapos nitong x natin. So, kung napansin nyo, pagdating dun sa plane curves, dun sa centroid, kapag ka meron tayong irregular curve, irregular shape, for example, meron tayong ganyan. So, meron tayong curve dito and another curve dyan. So, hahanapin daw natin yung location ng centroid nito. So, in which ito yung y bar natin. Tapos, nandito yung x bar natin. So, hahanapin natin yung location ng centroid dyan. So, di ba yung ginawa natin dito is we also divide this into several differential strips. Di ba? So, dinidivide natin yan into differential strips. So, ini-strip natin to. So, ito, ibang strip naman yan, ibang strip naman to, another strip, and so on, into infinite number of strips. And then, kinukuha natin yung isang certain strip dito. So, galing dito sa formula dito, so kung ito is isang strip, may centroid tayo dyan, may centroid dito, centroid dito, centroid dito, and so on and so forth. Lahat ng strips mayroong centroid. So, galing dito sa principle natin dito, so kukunin natin, di ba dinivide natin siya into differential areas. So, kaya ang nangyari, ito, makukuha natin yung total area niya times bar x is equals to the differential area 1 times yung location ng centroid in that differential area plus differential area 2 times location ng centroid in that certain area and so on and so forth. So, di ba yun yung principle? So, by getting the limits, itong differential area, since they are since they are infinitely small, so mangyayari, since they are infinitely small, so a bar x, so differential area times yung location ng, times yung x natin, or yung centroid, or yung certain position ng centroid na yan. So, yung area is alam naman natin kung paano yan kukunin. Tinuro ko na yan sa inyo dun sa plane areas. Dun natin yan sa plane areas kung paano kukunin. Therefore, integrating both sides, okay, we can say that a x bar is equals to integral ng x dA. Therefore, yung location ng centroid at x is equals to integral ng x dA all over yung total area natin. So, yung area kailangan natin para makuha natin yung location ng centroid. Now, paano naman natin kukunin yung location ng centroid into y?